just seems to be, I don't know what to say about it. What in the heck happened out there?
Not a lot of good, that's for sure. It was, it just seemed like every mistake was costing us, and it seemed like the more you try and dig, the deeper that you went. So it's not a fun night, especially when it happens at home. And been on the road a little bit, and we haven't been playing well at home. We're trying to establish a game at home, and that's a tough one.
What's your reaction when you just hear the boos from the crowd or some of the chants that are going on in a game like that?
Yeah, that's 12 years for them, for sure. Not all of that's on us. It's a lot of frustration, and it's understandable. As a group, we bear obviously some of that responsibility from tonight, but I think that's that's a lot of deep that's pent up in the fans, and that's okay.
Why did it look like this team quit in the second period? It looked like it.
I don't agree with that, Mike.
What do you think happened in the second period?
I don't think we played well. I think every mistake was costing us. We hung our goalies out to dry, for sure. Just giving up odd man rushes, not paying attention to the details. I don't think we quit.
Do you feel you competed hard?
I felt like when the mistakes are coming at you like that, you just go deeper and deeper. And we played that game like a young team. We just played where we were trying to make things happen when they weren't there, and when we were trying to find our game. And when you're having a game like that, when mistakes are costing you, it's hard to try and dig yourselves out of that by making pretty plays and not just keeping it as simple as possible. And we did not do that tonight. And they worked hard.
You sparked a scoring momentum swing. What can you take away from the effort that came from that?
We know their situation in the last game that they played against Toronto, and we wanted to come out and push. And in the third, you get 2 goals, you start to believe, you start to have some momentum, and then they score that other one the next one that kind of broke our backs. But we got to find it. It's not an easy road that we've made for ourselves, and it just seems like collectively we're in a bit of a sophomore slump.
Kyle, you know how this league works. I don't even. Is this team listening to its coaching staff at all?
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and bash the coaches, Mike. I'm not going to talk about us quitting. I'm not going to talk about Donnie and us not listening. That's not right. Donnie has our full support. We are going to play hard for Donnie, and that's it.
And does it show that, though? Like when you play Vegas, you play New York, you play Boston, it's there. So the coaches get credit for that, too. So how do you account for so many of these other games? This is, I think, 5 or 6 losses this year, 4 or 5 goals.
If I had all the answers, I'd give them to you. I would. Like I said, I think that there's times where we play as a young group, and it's not always easy. This is not an easy league. It's an unforgivable league. If you are off at all, it is going to get shoved down your throat really hard. And that's exactly what happened tonight. And when you don't have a game that you feel 100% comfortable that you can fall back on and play to an identity, that's what happens. That's what happens tonight. And that's what happened to us. And that's on us. That's on everybody in this room. Everybody. Probably myself more. And I'll take the blame for not being ready, for not having the group ready. Put it all on me. That's fine. I'll take that.
Kyle, is there a disconnect in the message when you talk about this being a young team, and the Sabres, we hear from Donnie and Kevin about the Sabres being the youngest team in the league. How does this team get out of being a young team and start winning and achieving the goals that it needs to, or it looked for?
it just has to be an everyday thing. I mean, it's not like you can flip a light switch and then, all of a sudden, oh, we're right back to where we were last year, or we are back to how we can play. We know how we can play. We've had games this year where we've outplayed some of the best teams in the league, but we're not doing it on a consistent enough basis, and that's the NHL. It's 82 games. It's not 40. It's not 35. It's 82, and it's going to punish you if you are off, and that's what's happening to us too many nights. And it's going to be on all of us to find the solutions, and we're not gonna stop trying to find those. So we're going to look at the tape. We're going to speak, but it's also, we have done a lot of talking. It's time to go out and play.